Hi, I'm Rich Trotter, the production assistant here at TV20. My favorite segment was the one about the Admiral Farragut Academy. And I remember I had a friend there years ago who worked as a teacher, and he would commute to work by swimming across the river every day. Then during the winter one time, the river froze, so he drove his car across the river. I wouldn't recommend that, but here's the next segment. Take a look, see what you think.
Traveling through Ocean County, New Jersey, many people might miss the rich history of its communities if they aren't looking closely.
Pine Beach, a quiet borough on the southern shore of the Toms River, is one such place. Visiting its beautiful waterfront, one will encounter large new-style homes bordered by athletic fields surrounded by more modest homes. But it wasn't always the case. We can easily make out the historic site that once stood at this place, one that saw many brave soldiers, future leaders, and even America's first astronaut pass through its hallowed halls. Admiral Farragut Academy, the nation's first naval prep school, came to the Pine Beach shoreline in 1933. Its concept, born from an idea conceived by a group of experienced, dedicated educators, was led by Admiral S.S. Robeson, U.S. Navy, and Brigadier General C.S. Radford, U.S. Marine Corps. Waterfront being essential to the Naval Prep School site, these men searched up and down the eastern seaboard before stumbling across a large, closed hotel. Purchasing the site and surrounding property, the founders decided to name the school for Admiral David Glasgow Farragut, who, after a spectacular career in the U.S. Navy, was named the nation's first admiral by an act of Congress in 1866. The original campus, comprised of just 20 acres and the old hotel, was later renamed Farragut Hall. Through World War II, the Korean War, and into Vietnam, the Academy flourished and expanded, driven by America's years of great pride in its armed forces. A southern branch was opened in St. Petersburg, Florida, back in 1945, and the Pine Beach campus grew to some 40 acres of borough property and more than half a dozen new buildings used to house, educate, and train its cadets. These young men, and later women, engaged in a host of esteemed athletic teams and activity clubs, including the school newspaper, the Capstan, and the school yearbook, the Trident. The daily life of each cadet started with early morning reveille, at a time when most public school students would still be sound asleep. Throughout the day, cadets attended class, participated in marching and formation exercises, and took part in curricular and extracurricular activities. In the evening, cadets enjoyed dinner in the mess hall, followed by a study session, half an hour of free time, and finally, call to quarters and lights out by 10 p.m. On weekends, cadets engaged in athletics, battalion drills, dress parades, sailing, and formal inspections. A cadet's social life revolved around the canteen, located in Shepherd Hall, and included spirited table game matches or formal dances. Eligible cadets also took privileges off campus to eat out and be entertained by establishments in Toms River. The Academy saw its most prestigious graduate, Alan B. Shepard, attend in 1941, when the future space pioneer found himself wanting more structure prior to attending the U.S. Naval Academy. In 1959, Shepard was chosen as one of the original 7 astronauts for Project Mercury, the first U.S. space program. The flight of the Freedom 7 in 1961 launched him to superstardom as the first American in space. Admiral Farragut Academy was quick to build a new cadet activity center in his honor in 1962. Shepard would go on to walk on the moon in 1971 as commander of the Apollo 14 mission, and eventually retired from NASA as Rear Admiral in 1974. Throughout his life and career, Shepard served as the inspiration for many cadets who attended Admiral Farragut Academy. Sadly, Financial troubles combined with aging facilities caused the untimely closing of the original Pine Beach campus in 1994. Pine Beach residents and alumni fondly remember Admiral Farragut Academy for its excellence in education, proud heritage, and naval tradition. That proud heritage should always be preserved and never forgotten. Admiral Farragut Academy will forever have a place in Ocean County's history and sailing tradition.
From the site of the former Admiral Farragut Academy, I'm Don Malaji.